Ever feel like when it comes to the whole money stuff, it's way too complicated? Between all the budgeting hacks, investment tips, and all those so-called 10 things you must do with your first paycheck videos, it's easy to feel like you need a finance degree just to keep up. But here's the plot twist. You actually don't need to do everything to make big progress. Thanks to the 80-20 rule, where 20% of what you do give you 80% of the result. We're keeping things simple. So in today's video, I'm breaking down the 5 money moves that get you the most benefit without all the chaos. Think of it like decluttering your financial life, focusing on just a few power moves that really matters. These steps are totally beginner friendly and designed to help you spend smarter, cut out the bluff, and live more intentional with your money. Now let's get into it. Number 1, know where your money goes, the simple budget habit. Now let's kick things off with the OG money move, just knowing where your cash actually goes. Sound basic, right? But seriously, awareness is everything. So you don't need to freak out. This isn't about tracking every coffee you grab or building a mega spreadsheet with 47 categories and color-coded. Financial minimalism is about keeping it simple. The goal here is to get a clear picture of what's coming in and what's going out, and that's about it. Start by listing your main take-home income and your essential bills, rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, debt payment, the expenses that keeps life running, if that makes sense. Then check what's left after those basic. That leftover chunk is what you've got for everything else. Groceries, gas, takeout, concert, random Amazon splurge, all of it. You basically just made a minimalist budget. Essentials, the stuff you have to pay for. Saving, we'll pretty much talk about that in the next move. Spending money for pretty much everything else. That's going to be your whole framework. No complex formula, no feeling guilty about trips. Just knowing these 3 buckets keep you from overspending without needing a PhD in finance. And honestly, the tools doesn't really matter. Use whatever makes you feel natural. A note app, a piece of paper, or a chilling budgeting app that track all the big stuff. The key here is consistency, not perfection. Remember, 80% of personal finance wins come from a few simple habits. And this one right here is right on the top of the list. Number 2, pay yourself first. The lazy genius way to save. Okay, money move number 2, and this one is a total game changer. Pay yourself first. It's a classic for a reason because it's literally the easiest money hack out there. And here's the thing, every time you get paid, you send a massive amount of that money straight into your saving or investment before you even get a chance to touch it. Like, imagine your future self is like a bill you have to pay. That's the energy. And why does this work? Well, because when you never see that extra cash sitting in your checking account, you're not tempted to spend it. Instead, it's just quietly building your emergency fund, your investment, or your backup fund in the background. And trust me, this habit matters. Around 40% of Americans can cover a $1,000 emergency in cash, and that's insane. But by automating your saving, even a small amount, right, you're breaking that cycle without having to think about it every month. And here's how to do it. First, set up your direct deposit so that a percentage of your paycheck, say 10 or 15%, goes straight into a high yield saving or investment account. Then let the rest of the money flow into your checking for bills and daily spending. And lastly, if your bank or employers let you split deposit automatically, that's even better. You just became a financial minimalist. You're barely doing any work while your money is working behind the scene. And if things are tight right now, don't even worry about it. Start small. 5% is totally fine. What matters is building that habit. You can always bump it up later. And while you're at it, automate your bills and debt payment as well. Things like credit card, student loan, and utilities. It saves you from late fees and keeps your financial life on autopilot. Number 3, trim the fat, cut unnecessary expenses. All right, time to grab those scissors and start trimming the financial crap. Minimalism isn't just about decluttering your closet. It's about cutting the money clutter as well. I'm talking about all those sneaky little charges that piles up month after month. The goal here is simple. Find a few expenses that are doing the most damage and cut them loose. That's the 80-20 rule in action. Focus on the 20% of spending that's quietly draining 80% of your extra cash. So let's start with the usual suspect here, subscriptions. Streaming services, gym memberships, apps, subscription boxes, magazine, they all seem tiny on their own, right? But together, it's way too easy to forget about that random $9.99 a month charge that's hitting your credit card every month. Study shows that people massively underestimate how much they spend on subscription, and the average person wastes about $17 a month on ones they don't even use. That's about $200 a year gone. So here's the move. Pull up your bank or credit card statement, make a list of every recurring charges, and ask yourself, do I actually use or love this? If not, cancel it. You might find a few trials that turn into paid plan or that random streaming service you forgot even existed. So be ruthless here. This is financial spring cleaning. For the subscription you do keep, try downgrading your plan or share it with a family or friend to cut the cost. There's no shame in splitting a Netflix or Spotify. And once your subscription are handled, look for other silent money leaks. Paying unnecessary banks or credit card fees, well, try calling and ask to remove or lower them. If you're always buying brand-name stuff when the generic version hit just as hard, well, swap it out. And if you have an old insurance plan, shop around because you might even score a better rate. And here's a pro tip. Negotiate your bills because a few quick phone calls here to your internet, phone, or cable provider can save you 10 or 20% a month. And seriously, companies often have loyalty discount or promos. They just don't tell you unless you ask them. Number 4, simplify and declutter your financial life. All right, so we've talked about trimming the fat. Now it's time to tidy up the whole system. Financial minimalism isn't just about spending less. It's about reducing chaos and creating a setup that basically runs itself. Think of this like giving your finance a Marie Kondo moment. If it doesn't spark clarity or make your life easier, it's gotta go. When your money is scattered across random accounts, card, or logins, things slip through the cracks. Payment get missed, balance get ignored, and suddenly you're wondering, wait, where did all my money even go? Simplify and fix that. The payoff, less stress, fewer mistakes, and way more control. And here's how to clean it up. Number 1, consolidate your account. If you got an old checking or saving account just chilling, or if you've forgotten 401ks from past jobs, it might be time to merge them. Aim for one main check-in and one saving account for your personal finances. That's it. Keeping things simple makes tracking your cash flow so much easier, and you'll dodge random overdraft fees or wrong account moment. Number 2, streamline your credit cards. Instead of juggling 5 cards with different due dates and reward programs, pick 1 or 2 that actually serve you. Maybe one for everyday spending and one for travel reward or cashback. Fewer cards equal fewer bills, fewer logins, and way fewer headaches. Number 3, automate everything you can. Set your bills, debt payment, and saving transfer to autopay. Once that's done, your system basically runs on autopilot. No more stressing about due dates or late fees. It's all handled. The key is to make sure your budget already accounts for on auto payment so you're not caught up off guard. Lastly, declutter your debt. High interest debt like credit card don't just drain your wallet, they drain your mental space. Simplify your life means tackling those one by one until they're gone. You can use the debt snowball, start with the smallest balance, or the debt avalanche, start with the highest interest rate. Either way, each one gives you a moment, and each debt you pay off is one less bill to think about. Number 5, spend intentionally, mindful spending over FOMO. So this is the final move, and this one is all about mindset, spending intentionally. In other words, put your money where your values are, not where the internet tells you to. We live in a world where it's so easy to buy things on impulse. One scroll, one click, and boom, your cart is full of things you didn't even know existed 10 minutes ago. But here's the thing, when you spend mindfully, you take back control. You're not just saving money, you're actually making your spending feel good because it aligns with what really matters to you. One of the easiest ways to practice this is to pause before you purchase. If you see something you suddenly need, whether it's a new gadget or a trending outfit or something your friend just bought, wait, give it 24 hours or even a week. Most of the time, that initial rush fades away and you realize that you didn't actually need that thing that badly. For bigger non-essential buys, try the 30-day rule. Put it in a wish list and check back a month later. If you still want it and it fits your budget or goals, go for it. If not, you just dodge a bullet. Next, check your spending against your values. Ask yourself, does this actually make my life better? Maybe that $300 designer watch isn't really your vibe if what you actually care about is travel, learning, or quality time with friends. In that case, skip the watch and put that money towards a weekend trip, a cool experience, or a skills you've been wanting to learn. It's not about cutting out joy, it's about spending on what adds excitement. As minimalists say, spend on what adds values, cut out what doesn't. And finally, stop playing the comparison game. FOMO and keeping up with the Jonases are a trap, especially in the social media era. Remember, What you see online is a highlight reel. That influencer that's showing you their luxury haul, you're seeing a curated version, not the credit card bill behind it. Real wealth isn't about flexing, it's about freedom, stability, and peace of mind. So drive your old paid off car, enjoy your cozy apartment, and feel good knowing that you're building something solid for you and not for Instagram. Intentional spending is the ultimate power move. It gives you financial freedom and mental clarity. You stop buying stuff just to feel better and start using your money as a tool to design a life that actually makes you feel better. And that's the real win. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and push the notification bell for more on sustainable fashion, personal finance, and minimalism. I'll see you guys on my next video.